The restaurant buzzed softly with Friday night conversations, but Emma's heartbeat was louder than all of it. She stepped inside, smoothing her thrift store dress and trying not to look like someone who had Googled what to wear on a blind date an hour ago. Her sister had set this up. Her sister, who had perfect hair, perfect confidence, and terrible taste in men. Still, Emma needed a win. Or at least a meal she didn't have to cook. Reservation for Daniel, she murmured to the hostess, who pointed her toward a corner booth by the window. The man sitting there matched the description. Tall, dark blazer, alone, scanning the entrance as if expecting someone. Emma inhaled deeply, summoned a smile, and walked toward him. "Hi, you must be Daniel," she said, praying she didn't sound breathless. He looked up, surprise flickering through striking gray eyes before his expression softened. "And you must be Emma." His voice was low and warm, way too warm for someone meeting a stranger. She slid into the seat across from him, suddenly hyper-aware of the cheap zipper on her dress and the frizzy halo her hair got in humidity. Still, he smiled politely, and for a moment, her nerves eased. A waiter arrived, filling their water glasses. She could feel Daniel watching her, not in a creepy way, but with an intensity she couldn't place. "So," she began, aiming for playful, "tell me something unexpected about yourself." He raised an eyebrow, lips quirking. "Unexpected, I'll try. But first, what do you think you know about me so far?" She laughed softly, fiddling with her napkin. "Only that my sister swears you're normal." "Normal," he echoed, amusement flickering in his eyes. "That's optimistic." She smiled, unsure what he meant, completely unaware her entire night was about to detour into chaos. The waiter had barely left when a woman in a red dress stopped beside their table, her voice sharp enough to slice through the candlelit air. "Daniel, are you serious?" Emma froze. Daniel didn't. "I think you have the wrong person," he said smoothly. The woman scoffed, pointing at him. "You're supposed to be meeting me. Your assistant scheduled it. A blind date. Ring any bells?" Emma's stomach dropped. The woman wasn't wrong. The description, the table, the reservation name. "Oh no." Emma stood so quickly her knee slammed into the table. I'm so sorry," she stammered. "I think I sat at the wrong table. I'll just..." "No." Daniel's voice cut clean through her panic. He reached out, not touching her, but stopping her with the sheer force of his presence. Though he remained calm, something steely glinted in his eyes. "You're not leaving." Her breath hitched. "But this isn't it is now." His tone softened but didn't waver. "I'd prefer you stay." The woman in red looked shocked. "You can't be serious." Daniel didn't even glance at her. "I am." Emma stared, bewildered. Why was this man, this handsome, intimidating, too well-dressed man, refusing to let her leave a date she accidentally crashed? He leaned forward slightly, lowering his voice so only she could hear. "Sit with me, please." Something in the way he said it, quiet, certain, pulled her right back into the seat. The woman huffed, tossed her hair, and stormed away in furious heels. Emma watched her go, mortified. "She thinks you're the Daniel she was meeting." "She's mistaken," he replied. "But, you didn't correct her." He finally looked directly into her eyes, and the intensity almost knocked the air from her lungs. "Because I don't want her company," he said simply. "I want yours." Emma blinked. "But you don't even know me." A slow, intrigued smile spread across his lips. "Then let's fix that." The confusion twisting in her stomach only grew. She couldn't figure him out. His confidence, his steady gaze, the way he acted like her sudden presence wasn't inconvenient but compelling. Still, she couldn't ignore the nagging truth. "Daniel," she asked carefully, "who exactly are you?" Before he could answer, the hostess rushed back, flustered. "Sir, I apologize. Your actual date, Miss Carrington, was mistakenly seated in the private dining room. We just realized the mix-up." Emma's pulse hammered. The hostess continued, bowing slightly. "Mr. Hale, your room is ready whenever you are." "Mr. Hale." Emma's breath caught. Daniel Hale, the reclusive billionaire investor whose face appeared on magazine covers but rarely in public. Her gaze snapped to him, stunned. He only gave her that same calm, unshakable look. "Now you know." She swallowed hard. "I definitely sat at the wrong table." "Maybe," he said, eyes never leaving hers, or maybe you sat at exactly the right one. Her world tilted, everything about this night turning upside down. And Daniel Hale, the billionaire she wasn't supposed to meet, looked as if he had no intention of letting their accidental encounter end here.